Dude, we were huffing and puffing walking up here. Do you see? And welcome back to another video. Long time no see, I know. I've missed you guys. I've really missed filming. If you've missed these videos, I make short form content over on TikTok, but I've missed you guys. I made a little dirty matcha here. I'm just chilling with Bear. She's sitting right here. I have a busy little weekend heading up. I am about to get ready and go film a nice little segment with my best friend Kayla. We're just gonna go spend some time talking about the Lord in a really beautiful part of KC. If you guys live in Kansas City, you'll probably know where we're at just by looking at where we're filming. It's right across from Union Station Memorial, the War Memorial that overlooks Kansas City. It's beautiful. If you haven't been, you should go. And I think I'm really figuring out, like, when life gets hard and when things get hard, I need to continue to push and not give up. And normally that's what I do, is give up. And I just don't want to do that anymore. I've missed filming for you guys. I've missed talking to my camera, like showing you guys a normal day. Like, I'm about to get ready to go hang out with Miss Kayla, and then my husband and I are going to a little Boot Barn like warehouse sale. We've never been, we got invited, so I'll bring you guys along for that, and I am so excited for that. I'm an overalls girl, so if I get a few pair of overalls, oh, you're gonna be sick of me. Prepare to be sick of me. I'm gonna live in them. We're going to a kickball little tournament that my best friend Kayla's church puts on every year. She invited us to that, so Caduce is gonna go play, and I'm gonna take Miss Belle and just try and work on some neutrality with her while he plays. It's gonna be really fun. The weather's supposed to be beautiful this weekend. I'm so excited. And I'm also going to head to Mom's and go on a little hike with her. This will be my first time in so long taking both of the dogs out together. I am so nervous because it really doesn't go well. And I was like, if I'm gonna do it with anybody, it's gonna be my mom, because she will be honest and real on the things I need to work on, and if it goes good, because normally I think it goes a disaster. So I'm really excited. I think that's it. I don't think anything too crazy. I know we're going to West Bottoms on Sunday after church, so that'll be fun. I can bring you guys along for that as well. It's, like I said, it's supposed to be beautiful weather. They're doing a Blooms in the Bottoms, like a plant little sale. It is the last day, and by the time we get there, it'll be close to being over. So I'm hoping, praying that they still have some stuff left. I think it's gonna be good. You guys are gonna get to meet Caduce, my little husband. He's not the nicest, so beware, because he really has a little attitude on camera. A little zest on him. I'm gonna go get ready to hang out with Kayla, and I will see you guys when we get there. Say hi, Miss Kayla. Hi. Dude, we were huffing and puffing walking up here. Do you see how high this is? Come on. We are in Romans together. We just wanted to share a few of our favorite verses with you guys while we did our Bible talk. You know, we love to hang out and read God's word, and I feel like he wanted us to share that with you. So we're like, we have to record this. In Romans, I feel like we all need a little bit of Paul spoken to us at times, because he doesn't sugarcoat it. And that's what I think we both love about Paul, is that he tells you exactly how it is, whether you want to hear it or not, because most of the time it's something we do need to hear. Not any of that fluff. He said, you guys can keep the fluff in the 21st century. Yes. We're not babies.
This is what you need to know.
Mm-hmm.
I like 8. 8 is really good, especially because it's talking about the life in the spirit. And that's the first part is so nice. So now there's no condemnation for those who belong to Christ Jesus. That in itself is such a testimony. So much truth. Because I feel like a lot of us are always scared of condemnation, right? Doing the wrong thing and getting called out for it. But in reality, that's not even what God is doing. Mm-hmm. I think that's really beautiful.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people get so caught up in all of the sins and stuff, like what you're doing wrong, your shortcomings.
Yeah.
So it's nice to hear, like, babe, you're good. Like, have you declared your faith in me? Okay, am I your Lord and Savior? Okay, we got this.
Yeah, I feel like last month we were both struggling in that area. And it was because we were so focused on the sin that we were doing, or the things that we kept falling back into, our struggles. And then realizing the more you focus on the sin, the more you're going to end up doing it.
Yeah.
Because that's all you're focused on.
Dude, I think there was a passage in here. Chapter 8, verse 6. So letting your sinful nature control your mind leads to death, but letting the Spirit control your mind leads to life and peace. And that is so true. That's what we were just going through. Like, we're so focused on, mine's my gluttony. Like, I feel like whenever I get stressed or upset, I just go to food for comfort. So trying to like break that horrible cycle and lean on God in those times, I feel like is what I've been working on. And reading this has really helped make me feel better about what's going on.
Yeah. And gluttony can be so many things. It
doesn't have to be food.
Yeah, it can be anything that you are just doing too much. Yeah, you're overindulging in it, which, I mean, I think everybody kind of has a little bit of gluttony in them, if we're being honest.
It is America.
It is America.
We're home of gluttony.
I think they pride themselves
on
like
how much
everything.
You can eat. Because they literally have like food competitions, drinking.
Mukbangs are now so
yes.
popular. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like a good mukbang. After a while, you're like watching it and it kind of feels bad.
Like
you're
a little guilty.
No,
yeah.
you shouldn't be doing too much. I feel like you're gonna hurt yourself. I feel like I did that a lot. Gluttony used to be something that was really big for me. I think now I struggle more with slothfulness, so being lazy. Kind of just like letting time pass me by and not doing things that I know I should be doing. So like productivity, there will be weeks I go really, really hard, and then there are like a month where I'm just like not about getting into anything, especially my word, which is something that, it's so hard not to, when you're out of the word, you're like, I need to be in it. And then when you're in it, you're like, oh, why was I not in it?
Yeah, I think it all goes back to just like, are you feeding your flesh or are you feeding your spirit? Because when you're feeding your spirit, I honestly don't sit and struggle with my generational curses. I feel like it's much easier to fight those. But when I'm feeding my flesh, I feel like they kind of consume me and my mind pretty bad.
I feel like a lot of it too is literally not living in the spirit. Just doing things that bring comfort to you can get you so stuck in that repetitive cycle.
Yeah.
And you don't really realize it until the cycle's like continuing and you're like, why have I been feeling this way for 2 weeks or a week or whatever? And then you're like, oh, probably because I've just been sitting here indulging in all the things that I know I shouldn't be doing.
Which, are we really supposed to be that comfortable? I mean, comfortable in the lives that we had before God? Because I feel like I look back and I'm like, I don't want to be comfortable in that life. I would rather be uncomfortable with God. Because I feel like I look back and I'm like, I don't want to be comfortable in that life. I would rather be uncomfortable with God than
that old nature.
Yeah.
Like when he says to take off the old man and put on that new nature, that is like an everyday choice to wake up and choose to live in the purpose that God has called you in. It's so hard because you have so many people that kind of pull you back into that old nature of doing things, because that's just what you used to do. Everybody, especially somebody who's not a follower, that's just what their nature is.
Yeah, like they don't know better. It's not ill intent, it's definitely ignorance.
Which ignorance has such a term that like people are like calling me ignorant. Like it sounds so bad, but it's true that you just don't know. And that's not really bad, but it can be harmful.
Yeah.
If you don't know what to look for, or if you don't have those people that are pulling you out of those vicious cycles. I think living by the Spirit is probably one of the best things, because the Spirit gives you the strength to like discern things.
Yeah.
And if you didn't have the Spirit, you wouldn't even know the things that you're doing are wrong.
Yeah, you wouldn't feel that conviction. I think it's also hard to trust God and know that it's like one day at a time. His calling for you could change tomorrow, and you have to be ready to listen to it. At church, my pastor was talking about the troops. They were circling Judas or something. It had 2 walls. God told them they would conquer it, and it was 6 days of them just marching around it. But he called them to march. And as a troop of war, you don't go expecting to just walk around and then go home, go back to your camp, which is what they did every day. And it was day by day. It's not like he said, okay, for 6 days you're gonna do this. It was, okay, today you're gonna do this. And then you show up tomorrow and you're like, okay, we're doing this again. And he was saying how you need to be ready and show up no matter what God is telling you to do, whether you think it's beneficial or not. He knows the bigger picture, and he knows the plan he has and everything he has in store for you. Because on day 7, the walls, I think, fell and they conquered it. Yeah. So like trusting that what he's telling you and where he's leading you is exactly where you need to be, no matter what it looks like today, tomorrow, a year from now.
Preach, girl.
It was my preacher, dude. He said it and I was like, this is kind of boring. Yeah. We were talking about a war, and then I was like, oh.
Which, even in you just saying that, it's kind of boring right now, because you were like, kind of get to the punchline.
Like, bro, tell the story.
And then he got to the end and you're like, oh my gosh.
And that's all what we're talking about. Yes.
All of it was needed. That's why I think it's so beautiful when we do go through struggles. Anything that you're going through that seems hard right now, you're just like, why can't this just like not be the thing that I'm going through? And then maybe a couple weeks later or a month later, you realize I needed to go through that.
Yeah, because would you have learned anything by just living an amazing life?
It matures you. It grows you mentally, emotionally, physically. You do need those hard things. Like, I'm sure, like, when Jesus was here and he was walking around as a human, he was going through things mentally and emotionally and probably didn't want to go through a lot of the things. Like, when he goes and prays in the Garden of Gethsemane, and he's, like, asking his Father, if it be in your will, can you let this cup pass from me? Because really, he was like, I'm about to have to go do a real thing, and I kind of don't want to go and do this real thing.
Which is fair.
I will do it because it's your will. So sometimes it is us having to deny ourselves and just pick up our cross and do what God is asking us to do. Even if that means we don't know what's going to happen the next day or whatever. It's just kind of following.
Do you trust him or not?
Yeah, do you trust him in the situation? Such a beautiful thing, but it is very hard. Very easier said than done.
Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah.
Don't ever think that because somebody is showing you their walk online and it looks so easy and so good and they have all of these things that they've gone through nothing, because God warns us, like, they literally crucified him, they hated him. All of the stuff he endured for us is us not having a huge house or all of the cars in the world. That doesn't even compare to everything he did for us.
Yeah.
So we gotta stay humble.
All materialistic things,
like, you think that's a sign
all those
of
things
blessings.
come to an end. Yeah. Which, don't get me wrong, sometimes somebody's blessing is having like God's plan play out.
Yeah.
People that you don't think should be getting blessed for what they're getting.
You're like, why them? Why
yeah,
not
you're
me?
like, why them? And in reality, those people are probably hurting.
Yeah,
and
the
like,
things don't fix it.
Yeah. And they don't. I've heard from so many people who do have like amazing things end up saying, yeah, but I could have had all this stuff and I still never felt fulfilled. Yeah. Famous people say that all the time. I used to feel like, oh, I needed to have all these things that everybody else had. And in reality, like, those things really didn't matter. And I still grew up and I still had the life that I had. Nothing changed whether I had those items or I didn't have them.
You like, you can cry in your Porsche, but you'll still be crying. I think another thing I liked, since we're in Romans chapter 9, verse 21, when a potter makes jars out of clay, doesn't he have a right to use the same lump of clay to make one jar for decoration and another to throw garbage into? So I think that goes back to what we were talking about, like deciding to pick up your cross and go day by day. At the end of the day, I feel like the lives we live, what your life looks like and where you're ending up, are you choosing to follow God and his calling for you? Or are you choosing to chase all of the things this world tells you need to have? Like, yes, we're children of God, but Kayla and I feel like we have struggled. There have been times where we don't choose our word, where we do choose like the sins that we grew up always relying on.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you, I was not happy when I was eating hot Cheetos in my bed for 3 days.
I think you feel so like uncontent.
Oh yeah.
Like, you have to be doing something, but what you're doing isn't beneficial to you. You can do all things, but not all things are beneficial for you.
Yes.
He said you can do all things, but not everything is going to be good. So, yeah, you have the choice to either take the pot that you're making and use it for garbage, or take that pot and use it for getting water or whatever. You can choose whatever purpose, but which one is going to fulfill you more? Dude,
we should have prayed.
Dude, we should have prayed.
That's the word. So long. So we got invited to this Boot Barn warehouse sale. Dude, we spent $160 for this whole box. Yeah, we waited in line for only 30 minutes. Like, literally, babes, one of these jackets would have been like $100 easily. If you know anybody that works at Boot Barn, bro, come to their warehouse sales, because that is insane. Totally worth the wait. So I just got to my mom's house with the girls. They are currently sniffing before we go on this walk with my mother. Oh, we got a pooper. Say hi, Mom. Hi. We're at the water with the dogs. Hi. Hey guys, I am leaving my mom's house. I'm basically all the way home already. I have a ton of stuff to carry in. Wardrobe change. I had ticks all over my other shirt, so I had to change. I will be ordering flea and tick spray off Amazon. Don't you worry. I want to give you guys a little haul of all of the stuff I got from Boot Barn, starting with this really cute, I don't even know what it is. I would never normally pick this out, but when there's limited option, babes, you start to like a little bit of everything. I also got this super cute set of overalls. They're like the perfect fit for just a relaxed look. A little distressed bottom. I feel like this might be my most worn thing that I got out of everything, because if you know me, you know I love, could live in, might get buried in a nice good pair of overalls. These things are killer. If you have never had a pair of overalls, what are you doing? What are you wearing? Like, you need to get a pair ASAP, babe. Probably one of my faves is this brown Levi, just like denim lightweight jacket. I feel like I'll probably get the most use out of this just because I feel like Missouri isn't terribly cold unless it's snowing. What do we think? Super cute. Do we love it? Do we hate it? What are we thinking? Next up, I got this super cute like Wrangler jacket. It is like the perfect bit of oversized. I would have never normally gone for this print. I got this super sick jacket. I have no idea when I'm gonna wear it. It's literally about to be summer where I am. So these will just either stay in the archive until winter, or I'll be rocking a whole coat and overalls in the summer. The last thing I got from Boot Barn was this nice, huge pair of overalls. Again, like I was saying, I'm an overall girl. You'll catch me in overalls until I'm like 97, babe. Come on. These are functional, cute. I can play with the dogs in them. I can do activities. Like, these are fabulous. But yeah, guys, that is everything I got from Boot Barn. I am going to get changed so we can head to our kickball tournament. Let's hope Caduceus' team doesn't lose. Otherwise, I might have to console a few tears, guys. Guys, we are headed to like a kickball tournament thing. We're going to go sit and watch. I packed lunch for us to eat. I know it's been a minute since I've talked to you guys. We're headed to, I think it's called Franklin Park. It's like 30 minutes away. We brought Belle, and it's going to be like a picnic while we watch everybody play, and I will see you guys when we get to the park.
Why are you eating cheese stick in silence?
My friend Kayla gave us these fruit strips at the kickball game.
The other one.
No, because he said they were nasty.
I didn't say they were nasty.
Yeah, he did. He ate a strawberry one at the field.
It was good.
No, he didn't. He said these are eh. He's lying. I don't know why he's lying for the camera.
Can I have another one? I don't like.
Did you guys remember when I just said my friend Kayla gave me some of these? Not us.
She literally said for you guys. She gave it to you.
Maybe she meant me and Belle. Happy Saturday. Hello guys. We are heading to West Bottoms just to walk around. We just got done with church. How was church?
It's good. Good service.
We're just gonna head to West Bottoms and take a look around. We don't have a lot to do today, and it's literally probably the best weather we've had, but I'll see you when we get out. So we parked under this bridge and we are heading over there. Are these their little baby plants? We just got to the plant place. This place is so cute and big. I don't know. Safe to say West Bottoms was a flop for us. We did not find a single plant in our price range.